Heads up, Sam. Distro Center staff's got a favor to ask. Probably best I start from the beginning.
This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the
Okay,
Chiral
I've already
network.
heard this.
Sam, the area around that distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry came from. They have a range of applications, including equipment fabrication. Bottom line, they're a valuable resource and one you'll want to make the most of. I'll let Heartman explain in more detail, but chiral crystals don't exactly grow on trees. If you see any deposits, you should go out of your way to gather them. Especially since folks with dooms are the only ones that can. Provided they have the necessary equipment, that is. I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Sam, it's Heartman. Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, Chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed since the dawn of the universe. We believe it was always there, like dark matter and certain particles. Ever present, yet overlooked because we lacked the capacity to see it. Chiralium appears to be unbound by the constraints of physics as we understand them. It can stop time or move contrary to it. On occasion, it even defies gravity. In practical terms, it can stop or even reverse time and causes objects to float. A special cylindrical case is required to collect and store it. Suffice it to say, the procurement of samples is vital to our ongoing research.
Okie dokie, let's take these on.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
All right. Time to head out.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Order assigned.
Hello.
Alright, so we need to
Have a pleasant journey.
do a few things.
Hello.
I can't like this again, can I?
Anybody home?
Oh, I can. There you go. Okay, that's the way to steal the printer, and the other one's to get the Chiralium crystals. Let's go get the crystals first.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
BB looks happy. Good.
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultra deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Okay, well, I just got some already. I can grab more if you want me to. There you go. Have I gathered enough for you?
This one's for you. Hey!
Okay, there's some likes. Okay, now it's telling me to go recycle these. Easy enough. I can double jump.
Chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any chiral crystals you're carrying.
Okay, have my chiral crystals. Don't have that one. Okay. It's under recycle then. Here you go.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Not a bad haul. Plenty enough for research. We'll take good care of it.
Okay, cool. I got an A. Container repair spray. New interview data on Chiral Symmetry and Chiralium. Chiral crystals can now be used at all UCA affiliated facilities. The amount of materials that can be used at distributions center west of Capital Knot City has increased. New option has been added to delivery terminals. Claim materials. Okay.
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
Okay.
Good work, Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
Okay, interesting. Distribution center west of Capital Knot City has provided the following new hologram data. Bridges guard, macho. Interesting. Cool. Now I'm a skilled handler.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
Cool.
BC.
See ya.
There
is a correlation between elevated Chiralium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though, local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
Alrighty then. Let me take a look at my, not my canteen. Because I have some new data, yeah? New interviews. Okay, Chiral Symmetry. The word chiral comes from the Greek chair, meaning hand. Compare your left with your right. They seem similar in both size and shape, yes? Now face your palms away from you and place one hand over the other. Their shapes do not overlap exactly, but place your palms together and voila! A match. It's as if one hand is the mirror image of the other. But again, if you were to actually compare the mirror image of your hand to itself, we would see that the two are not identical. This is the essence of chirality, the state in which the mirror image of a shape does not match the original. It is then theorized that BTs are mirror images of ourselves. Were we to exist in the same point in time and space, our shapes, as it were, would not overlap neatly onto one another, save in reflection, and when our particles meet their opposites, a void-out occurs. The new form of communication we have devised utilizes beaches, which are akin to mirrors reflecting this world and the other, hence the term chiral network. Chiralium. You would like to know more about Chiralium. Well, wouldn't we all? I am happy to present the latest theories, but you must be aware that this is all that they are. Theories. Chiralium, like dark matter, was born along with our universe and has existed ever since, just not in a dimension we were able to perceive. Until now, it is the beach that gives us access to that dimension, and with it, knowledge of Chiralium's existence. Not just knowledge of it, of course. We have since observed it coalescing into crystalline form and recorded measurable physical and mental effects on individuals exposed to it. It has reshaped our understanding of reality and proven instrumental in the formulation of the multiverse theory of beaches. Chiral matter is not affected by the passage of time. As far as these particles are concerned, none has elapsed since the Big Bang. Little wonder they escaped our notice for so long, until man and BT first came together in Void Out and left nothing but Chiralium in their wake. Many of these claims are yet to be verified, but I believe that this is a fair summary of the scientific community's current consensus on the matter, no pun intended. I shall soon be headed west with the first expedition, and I look forward to learning more about Chiralium and its connections to the beach along the way. I would like a data log on the beach, because I don't think I quite understand it.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Still got work to do, Sam. Let's not keep people waiting.
Alright, our next destination is the Mule Camp up there.
Name's Sam.
I don't know what the skull means, but we're gonna go through the danger. Actually, let me save. I haven't saved. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
There's our destination up the hill. Looks like there's a path here that I could just follow.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful, these guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
I don't have a way to fight. I don't have a weapon. I can attack with punching. Okay, I have a way to fight. It's called my fists. Don't they have like lightning spears? Weren't they chucking lightning spears at me? Here, have some likes. I approve. I can... Alrighty then.
There we go.
I'll take some crystals. A destroyed metal container. Probably just gonna leave that alone. Thank you for the rope.
Thanks for the help.
Have some lights.
Today's a good day.
Remember, Sam, before you approach the mule drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
Okay. Post box or a watchtower? Here, have a watchtower. That's pretty dang cool, ain't it? There's a countdown here to tell me how long it's gonna take.
Construction complete.
Use watchtower. Tell me what you see. Okay, so now what?
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Oh, this is an extra ladder. I'll take that extra ladder, thanks.
What you looking for, dumbass?
I like how I'm trying to be quiet, and then here I am just yelling that out. Cargo that you find along the way and subsequently lose may sometimes be delivered to a share locker near its intended destination. Okay. Do I see any mules walking around here? Right now, no. Okay, when infiltrating a mule camp, crouching will help reduce the sound of your footsteps. Holding your breath will make it even harder to detect. Alright, took that guy out. I'll take those extra boots too, thanks. There's a lot of things in here. Let's just start taking as much as we can. That will over encumber me, okay. Do I need 2 pairs of mule boots? They're not that heavy though. The heaviest things are like the Chiral Printer interface. I guess I'll just take what I grabbed already. Alright, let's just go back the way we came. There's no reason to make this more difficult. Alright, well, we did not take the ladder that I was heading for. I've got messages. Have I learned the lore? Also, the distribution of weight circle beneath me. I've only learned small bits of the lore. There's still many, many unanswered questions. Do I know about the distribution weight circle? No, I do not. So right now our goal is to get out of the Mule Camp without being detected. And just return all of this stolen stuff to the distribution center without being caught. That would be nice. I don't need to be getting chased by these dudes. So the last time that I encountered them, it was a thing like that I walked up to because I'm like, huh, that looks interesting. And that alerted all of them. So I'm gonna not go near that. I'm gonna take this path instead. There's a small circle underneath it. Shows if you're off center. Like too much on the way to the left. Interesting, okay. I think in general I just let it auto. I just let it auto configure my distribution. I think that's been working pretty well. Okay, there we go. Made it down. Gonna give the rope some likes. Nope.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high.
It's such a weird
Shame
addiction.
We gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments.
It's so weird to me.
Always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him.
And now I have a bunch of pairs of boots that I stole from them. I'm sure those will come in handy.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I can't move any faster because I'm so encumbered. Alright, let's get this stuff all off. Boop. Okay, first let's deliver our requested cargo. Okay, here you go.
Time to get that Chiral Printer in working order. Sorry to put you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
I guess I don't get why they don't just hire the mules to do deliveries for them, since that's what they want.
Sam,
More
how are your
boots.
shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine, conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
New interview data. Necrosis. 2 years ago. Chiral network. Okay. New structure to add. A bridge. Okay. It's only fitting that Sam Porter Bridges can build bridges now. Cool. The People's Porter. That's me.
See you around.
Cool.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a Chiral Printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the Chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely on. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive mans with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same can be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good work. New order available. Please access
More
delivery.
orders. God, leave me alone.